Hi everyone, we're live. Hello Cherry. Hi Mary. We're gonna wait a second or so for people to come in. How are you guys this Wednesday afternoon? Have you been checking out the new release? There's a lot of great things in the store. So yes. All right, well, we're gonna be making a A7, so it's a 5x7 card today, and I wanted to try something with it. I wanted to make it interactive, a little interactive. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze, I think. And excuse me. Okay, we're going to use the Stuck Santa. I didn't get a chance to make a sample with it, but I did. I die cut it all out, and I just kind of fell in love with how stinking cute the idea is. And so we're going to use this little guy to make an interactive element. I'm going to be using the Sentiment from the Holiday Hangout. Yes, those gnomes. It was, I wanted to make something with these today, but I just had this on my mind, so I had to do this. Thank you, Mary. Yeah. Oh, anyway. And then, like I said, 5x7, so we're going to pull out my handy dandy trusty fave die for 5x7s, which is the Modern Embossed A7 layer die. And then we're going to be using this brand new Slimline Forest Treeline border. Hi, Mary. Oh, you're glad to see me using this set. Just watched your video. I know, aren't they great, Mary? Hi, Mayhem. How are you doing? And I'm going to just be using the Snowbank for this one because this is an A7. So typically, Stuck Santa is, I guess, Slimline, because this little piece right here fits on a Slimline wonderfully. And obviously you could do that on an A7, but I want this to go all the way across. So to save a little time, I went ahead and die cut out all of my pieces. So I'll bring these up as we use them or when we talk about them, but let me pull out what I have. All right. I die cut out using, oops, let's see, using our A7 border. And check that out. I know I do it all the time, but it really gives this really cool embossed edge look. Love it. So there's that. Let's go ahead and do whatever we want to do to that background really quickly because I need that to dry as I'm going about my business. So you're doing pretty good. Awesome. Good. Yes, this new release is something fabulous. I love it. I want there to be a little snow on the background, so I am going to just use some picket fence distress paint, and I'll just put this on, I'm going to put it on my glass mat. Someone the other day, I guess it was in the live I did on my channel, had mentioned using a fan brush, and I thought it was such a good idea that we're going to do it again because it does do a pretty good job of splattering out. And it's not like I haven't seen it before, I just haven't done it. All right, so I guess I need a little more water. Let's do a little more water on there. My paintbrush was a little dry. And we need a little more water. There we go. That should do it. And this will make it nice and subtle. Well, maybe not, but it'll dry back a little. I just want that to be snow back there. Just kind of clean. I clean off my brush the lazy way. And yeah. So that's all I'm going to do with this background for now. I want that to dry. So I'm going to set that off to the side, but we've got some nice snow going because we need to have Santa on there. Yeah, I couldn't wait to use this one. When I die cut out all the pieces, I was like, oh, I wish I had time to make a card with it. But at the time I didn't. So let's set that off to the side. And now we'll pull out this because I want to show you all the pieces we're going to need. So I've got all of them die cut just to save a little bit of time. I guess we don't need this one just yet. Get my little belt buckle because we got to start putting these pieces together. I'm going to do an interactive element. We'll talk about it as we go. Okay, good. Yay. All right. Well, you don't get much snow there in San Diego. Do you ever get snow there? I don't think you do you, Mary? Because that would be something. Okay, so all the little pieces to make Santa, we've got his belly, his legs, we've got the snow. This is part of his coat. This is the trim of his coat. This is the trim of his pants. Then we have the belt. And then we have his boots and the buckle. And then we also have this piece, which is the chimney, and I chose to do a gray chimney. We're gonna kind of embellish these up a little bit. And by embellish, I mean we're just gonna add a little texture, not texture, but some dimension to it. So I'm just gonna pull out some inks that I have, along with my blender buddies. Yeah, I didn't think so. I have not been to San Diego yet. We need to get out there. Need to get out there. So this gives some embossing when you cut it out, so you can already see the brick in there. So what I'm gonna do is be really subtle with my brush. I'm gonna kind of just, you got hail one time. Ooh, yeah, that would look like snow for a while. And then I'm just gonna kind of blend over the top of my piece, kind of very lightly, so it'll pick up those edges. And it's kind of working, kind of working. I may not have picked a dark enough gray for this cardstock that I have chosen, but it'll make it pop a little more. So that's really all I'm looking for. I might even add some of the black. So I do have some black ink here. And we're gonna do the same sort of thing on his boots and stuff. You wish you didn't get snow. Oh, so where are you at, Mayhem? I don't remember. I'm sure you've said it. Yeah, it's funny when you like are around it all the time, how you're kind of like, I'm over the snow. When I was a kid, I mean, I loved it, obviously. But as I got older and having to drive in it or shovel it, I was like, yeah, I'm over that too. So now I'm like, oh, snow would be nice every once in a while because it shuts everything down and nobody has to go anywhere. Okay, so as you can see, it really does accentuate those bricks a little bit more. You could do more with that if you wanted. Ohio, that's right. Yep. Yeah, you guys definitely get your snow. Okay, so these are his shoes. So I'm gonna just add a little dimension. You know, I cut these out of a dark gray. So, and then we'll just start adhering everything together. But it's just a clever little die. And then we have his belt, which I think I'm just going to kind of come on the cardstock and do it. That'd be a little easier. So we're just adding a little bit of darkness to the bottom, a little bit of subtlety. All right, I don't think I need any more black. I need to clean up my mess. You can't see it on here, but there is, you know, that residual on the glass mat. Okay. Do our best not to lose any pieces. Yeah, Mary, you're in Georgia, right? Yep, snow is for the kids, Cherry. Totally agree. Not for this lady all the time. Like I said, I like it enough when it just sticks around for a little while. Okay. And I was a homeschool mom, and when we lived in Kansas, I was the mean mom when it'd be like a snow day for everybody else. I'd be like, we still got to get work done. You guys get out of school a little early. So yes, the more your body, that's right. And I often would ask myself, why do I live in a place where it hurts my face, you know, just to breathe? Okay. And this isn't super, like, you can't really see the difference that much just by adding a little bit of this on there, but it's enough. It's enough to make me happy, and that's really, there you go. There you go. I may bring in that gray again for some of our snow pieces and stuff, but we'll see. I might want to just keep those nice and not. Okay, so now we'll start adhering some of our pieces, and I just adhered those in place with some mint tape. All right, I'll add a little bit of glue to the back of this, just so I can add it to the top of our chimney. Ooh, and I love these. I love this kind of stuff when it all starts really coming together. I mean, check that out. How fun is that? Okay, and then we'll start working on Santa's coat and things. I'm going to add his trim at the bottom, so I'm just going to go around the outside. There we go. There. Yeah, and then we'll add this part, which is the trim of his coat, which probably I should have done that first, I guess, huh? It's okay. And just kind of center it up, and it doesn't have to match perfect. It's all good in the hood, as we say, or as my husband would say. And then you can add the belt over the top. All right, and that's why I like liquid glue, because I can move it a little bit and wipe it away if it causes issues. And then I'll just put his little belt buckle on there as well. It's just so clever. I love it. So clever. All right, and then we have the trim for his pants, so we're going to put that on there as well. I'm kind of shaky. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. So dyes like this can sometimes be a little bit intimidating when you look at them, but they turn out. Sorry, I have a little bit of a tickle. Let me grab my water. Oh, the allergies here. So the weather doesn't know what it wants to do. It's going to be 82 today. Ugh. All right, and then I'll just put his little shoe. And then his other little shoe. Oops. And then theoretically, as you put it together, I know all the details. I love the little buckle. Excuse me. And then theoretically, as you put it together, this is how it looks like he's stuck in the chimney. But we're going to do something different. Excuse me. You didn't come to watch me cough. All right. Let me pull out the snowbank that I did cut out. Let me tell you how I did it. I wanted to have the same kind of embossed edge that our 5x7 piece has. Actually, this is a little bit smaller than 5x7. The one I used is the second biggest in here. So I pulled out the Slimline Forest Tree Line border, cut this out of that, and then I pulled in this die again, the one that I had for the blue, and then I just die cut it so that it would have a nice embossed edge around that as well. So everything would be cohesive. All right, I'm not actually going to attach it just yet. I just want to have an idea of where things are going to be. Oops, I guess we covered up his little body. What I am going to attach is I'm going to attach Santa. All right. The kids, if you're talking about the boys, my cats, they're actually asleep right behind me. I'm not sure if I can actually show you, but I don't think I can without actually tearing down what I got going on here, but they are snuggled up together in the bed. So cute. I thought they might wake up because they slept a lot last night, but they didn't, so. And we'll see. Maybe they'll hear me rustling around. All I have to do is probably get out a wet medium and they'll probably be in here. Probably be in here in a second, or up on this table in a second. Okay, so just having an idea, the next thing I want to do is kind of decide where I want his legs. The whole goal here with these legs is I want to make them shake. Okay, so I want to make them shake. Of course the boys, yes, I knew it. I knew that's what you meant. All right, so I'm kind of deciding that I want it down about that far because I still want to show that cute little embossed part of his pants. And so what I'm going to need is a hole punch, all right? I'm pulling out the hole punch. I'm going to punch it probably about right here. Okay. And then go through your stash, look and see what you have as far as what you might be able to use for a piece to go in here. I found these in my stash. These are the Rainbow Sherbet candy pieces. These are confetti sprinkles. They're in the Trinity Stamp store. I do have a link down below, but go through your stash of embellishments. You might have something that'll work. But these fit perfectly right in the little dot that I have hole punched. And normally what I would probably do is try to do a bigger hole, but I only have so much room here. And you probably could make that bigger and that would make it work just fine. But this is what I had, this is what I was thinking, and this is what we're using. Okay, so now you have to kind of come up with where exactly this is going to be put down. So place all your stuff on there, you know, get everything lined up. Don't attach any of this yet because you're going to need some foam tape for that. And I've decided he's going to be good there. So I can move this stuff away. And then what I found is these glue dots. You could probably use a liquid glue, but because we're doing this live and I want to be able to show you guys how this is all going to work, I am just going to use a glue dot. So I'll pull out one of my glue dots, and these are the 3/16 inch ones. This is what worked perfectly in this little center here. So I'm going to just hold him in place, put down my glue dot right to my paper. Okay. And then I'll use my pickup stick to grab one of these and put that right there in the center. Okay, so this is going to hold him in place. Now you need to start building this stuff up, and this is where foam tape's going to come in. You just need to make sure that you're not going to attach, put foam tape where it's going to get in the way of your pants. And I'm just going to use one layer of foam tape. This is my Scotch foam tape that I have. I'm going to cut this down, and we're just going to keep working to make sure that we don't cover that up. But you want to have an area where it's going to stop the sliding from happening, or the shaking, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to add a little bit here. Let's see. That should do it. And it's not in the way, but it'll stop those pants from going all the way over. And keep everything in place, if that makes sense. And then I can just put all this down and just kind of fill that in. As soon as I saw this Santa, I was like, I know that we can do something interactive with that. It's amazing how I have gone from like being terrified of anything interactive to now like I try and make anything and everything interactive if I can, just because it's fun. I love it. Okay, so we're putting that down, and that should actually stay out of the way, and then theoretically, like I said, this should be able to bounce around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another glue dot on top of, and you could make this as high up as you wanted. Like if you wanted to double up your foam tape, you really could. I just decided that I'm not going to do that. And if you do that, then you're going to need more of your little dots, more of your little confetti or whatever. And then I'll just put that right on top. Okay. And then we'll peel off all of this back. Yeah, I think it's fun. I've been having so much fun just trying to challenge myself with some of these interactive and but yeah, if you're wanting to make something like this, look through your stash. Get creative. I know y'all are creative, so you could figure that out. And then we're just going to sit this down. And then push down where that little dot is. Okay. I probably could have put it up a little higher since his pants. I probably should have put it up a little higher. Let me see if I can do that without tearing everything. Okay, we can do it. We're doing it. But I am going to have to put a new glue dot down. Okay, so I'm going to peel off that glue dot, and then I'll try and, you know what? I'll turn it to the side a little bit. That'll be helpful. So learn from me. This is why we do these lives, folks. So that way you can get an idea of like, oh, don't do what Cassie did, or hey, that worked, do that. Okay, so we'll put a new glue dot down, and then let's see if we can get that up a little bit higher so that it doesn't look like he's losing his legs in the process. Okay, all right, so that should be better. I mean, they might show a little, but oh my gosh, it works, yay! All right, see what I'm saying? I know, interactive is so fun. And can you imagine? And there you go. So it's not like going so far that, and this still works down here. And so what I'm going to have to do is just put a little bit of foam tape on those edges. And that's what I'm going to do. Oh, that is so fun. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't make this card ahead of time, so I was just hoping it would work. Yes. Yes. Or his pants. I know. They're so fun. He could be losing his pants. Who knows? All right. And then if you want to put a little bit of glue down at the bottom to attach that, you could, but I don't know that it's absolutely necessary. So I'm just going to attach. Oh, I put that one up a little too high. See that? That one's up a little too high. Again, check these things, folks. And then I'll pull that away. That should work now. Oh my gosh. I love it. Look at that. Yay! It doesn't take much to get me too crazy excited about stuff like that. Okay, and then we're going to be down to our last little bits. So I went ahead and stamped and die cut out the Happy Holidays from the brand new Holiday Hangout. I love these little gnomes. And it does have the matching die to cut out the words. So that is what I did. And if you haven't seen the whole release yet, go and check it out. I'm going to put that right here. Go and check it out. There is a whole release video up on this, Trinity Stamps YouTube page. I have one on my page. Super fun. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love that. So I do want to add some other bling or something like that, because why not? I don't have anything linked down below other than these little confetti dots. These will serve two purposes now, and I love that. So I can make more of these little Santa cards, little interactive Santa cards, and these will hit two purposes there. So let me grab out, let's do, oh, these should be fun. Let's do this. These are the Unicorn Tears. I don't have them linked down below because this is impromptu sometimes. That's how I work, man. Sometimes I just work impromptu. Let's clean up our mess just a tiny bit. Yeah, me too, Mary. Me too, especially since I hadn't done it ahead of time. Good to know, Mary. I am very easily entertained. All right, so then we'll just pick a few of these up. This way we add a little bling to the background without, and then you can kind of see my creative process. Oftentimes when I'm doing a video, not a live, obviously, just making a video, I don't show this process of putting down any of the bling, mostly because it is a little time consuming for me, and you probably don't want to see that in a video. Maybe you do, I don't know. But we'll just keep adding because this is fun. But again, I guess we probably want to be sure we don't put them in an area that'll get in the way of the boots. So move them to the side. Just make sure. Okay, and then I'm going to add these down. Glad I thought of that. And I love this little pickup stick. It's so great. Okay. I know I love the pretty shinies, Mary. I'm all about the pretty shinies. Okay. I think we need a few more up there, though. Got a little glue there, but that'll dry. Okay. And we'll add a couple of these smaller ones. Oh, there we go. And maybe another smaller one up here. There we go. All right, now we got to attach it to our card base. I'm not going to be doing anything on the inside of this one as of now. Doesn't mean I won't later, but let me just cut that off. This This was a pre-cut card base, and so it's weird. Okay, there we go. They are super tiny. And actually, I suggest before you put embellishments on, you attach your panel down to your card base so the things don't fall off. One of these days I will learn. Okay. So I wanted a little bit of a white border around there. I just thought that would be kind of fun. And there he is, shaking his little tail for you. Oh my gosh, I love the concept of stuck Santa. There's been some really cute ones that people have made, and there's I even saw one today of Santa in a cup of coffee. How cute is that? Yep. Yes, cut, don't pull. Very good. Yes, Mary, absolutely. All right, everybody, I'm going to let you be with that. I hope that sparks some creative juices for y'all, that you'll want to go out and be creative, be the amazingly creative people that I know you all are. Big love, and yeah, go be amazingly creative and know that you're loved. And we'll see you very soon. Bye.